Before you plan your outfits for Europe, choose your shoes first. Welcome to part 1 of my Europe travel shoe guide, where we talk about the shoes that work for you and your travel capsule. I am Josie. I've been packing carry-on only for over 25 years, and I'm here to show you how you can too. I want to kick off this series by going over some 20K sneakers that have worked for me. And what do I mean by 20K? I'm talking about a 20,000 step shoe, or in this case a sneaker, that will help you get through your European trip. Because when you travel to Europe, no matter what type of travel you're doing, you're going to be walking more than usual. Nothing ruins a European trip faster than the wrong shoe. I don't know if you're going to be walking 20,000 steps a day or not, but it's best to plan as if you are. Just a few things that you want to look for is a good amount of cushioning, arch support, and you want to make sure it's broken in before your trip. Make sure all these things work, and if they do, then start matching it to your travel capsule. And if you have any kind of foot issues, also make sure to keep that in mind when you're making your shoe selection. For instance, I have plantar fasciitis, so I have to be aware of that when I'm choosing my shoes, because comfort comes first in this case and style will come second. Hopefully we'll find a style where they can meet in the middle. My current 20,000 step a day shoe is the New Balance 237, and this is a great shoe, and the best part is that these are usually under $100. They are really lightweight, nicely cushioned, and their neutral color matches with just about everything in my travel capsule. Here's my hot tip with these shoes. I got them at my local DSW, which is the discount shoe warehouse, and they have a machine there. I think it's called the Embark. So you pay about an extra $12, and they put your shoes in this machine, and it provides an eco-friendly coating on the shoes that protects them from rain, dirt, and other elements. If you're buying these shoes for travel, that little extra step is absolutely worth it. I still wear the shoes to this day, and while of course they don't look brand spanking new, they're not stained or dirty enough to where I feel like I need to clean them. A pair of sneakers that have passed the 20K step test is the Adidas VL Court Bold platform sneaker. The platform on these probably helped my plantar fasciitis a little bit, which is probably why I found them so comfortable. Only downside to these is the colorway that I bought. The bold pink and red kind of limits its versatility in my travel capsules. But I love the pop of color it gave to my outfits when I was in Mexico City. I would buy these again in a more neutral color. Now let me put you onto a brand that I hear almost no one talking about, and that's Karhu. The Karhu Synchron Classic, I've also put through the 20K step test, and it's passed with flying colors. I wore this on 2 trips to San Miguel de Allende, and if you've been to San Miguel, you know how hilly it is. These shoes worked great for me. And I also took them to Oaxaca, where I spent 7 days, and once again, 18 to 22,000 steps a day, no issues. These are really cushioned and very comfortable, and I really like the different colorways that they come in. Honestly, I think that's a very underrated travel shoe. Here's shoes that I've tested that did not make the cut. The first one is heartbreaking for me because it's the Adidas Samba. I love, love, love this shoe. And I know some people feel like the style is played out, but over my last few trips to Europe, and even my most recent trip to Mexico City, everyone is still wearing the OG Sambas, and they still look so good and so stylish. Unfortunately for me personally, they just don't provide enough support for 20,000 steps a day. 8K steps a day, yes, maybe even 10, but just not enough to make the cut in order for me to pack them. And my next shoe that I had high hopes for is the Veja, specifically the Veja Campo, or do you say Veja? I don't know. Either way, I found these on super sale at REI for about half the price that they normally are. I think this style looks so stylish on other people. It looks really sharp, and And as I said, I had high hopes for them, but as soon as I put them on and started walking around, I knew they weren't going to give me enough support for 20,000 steps a day. Again, it's an 8K, maybe a 10K shoe for me. And I will say I do wear them to work all the time, so I still get a lot of use out of them. That's another point when you're trying to find your perfect travel shoe, that you're going to have to spend some time breaking them in, really finding out if that's the right shoe for you. Break it in before you go. That's one of the biggest tips I can give you, because the right shoe doesn't just make your outfit work, it makes your trip work. In this series, I'll be providing more recommendations on not just sneakers, but also sandals for travel as well. If you have a favorite brand of sneakers that you swear by, drop it in the comments, share with everybody, and let's help each other out.